Yo, what up, what up? Hey, Gideon. You made it. Alright, what are we going to look at today? On NQ. This low looks too weak. I think we should get this low today. How do you guys feel about that? This low should go. I think this low looks pretty weak. Hey, how you doing? This asset I'm looking at NQ. Hopefully this screen is good so you guys can see, but we're looking at NQ right here. I think this low should be our target for today. Hey, how you doing? All right, we have this target on NQ. Not sure how I feel about selling into this open. It's doable. I think Dow should take out all of these lows. These lows look way too good to be left. Yo, how you doing? For today, I'm feeling like we should be able to get this low. That's my bias remains a bit bearish for now. If you joined the outlook on, when did we do the outlook? We did the outlook on Sunday. We were bearish. We're looking for like 24,902. So we're bearish on NQ. It's actually playing out. Today, this low just looks way too weak. We should be able to get it. Gold's recovered. Seems like a Ponzi drop, you know. It would be interesting to see if this could be the high of the year on these markets. I could be wrong. We could be wrong, but gold's pretty bullish at the moment. It's kind of crazy to see. But NQ, hopefully we get the run to the downside. That's what we're majorly looking at. Let's see if we continue to the downside. More of the Sunday outlooks. Definitely, if that's what you want. I could probably do them with Finn, maybe Matt as well. That would be pretty fun. But like our bias was bearish for heading into the week, already got it. So we should be able to get the final push. But I think the review ones could be pretty interesting. Might do them on my channel as well, so you guys can kind of go over. Today's London, I took the shorts today. I don't know if you guys did as well. But they were very clean. If you've been following my OB, then you know this OB right here. Market closes below it, we can trade to the downside. So depending on what you're trading with, if you're trading on, it's a trading view, you can quite easily just add orders like this, whatever broker you go on to, and you can kind of drag and drop where you want to place your stop loss and your stop loss, take profit. I would recommend you start off on micros though. Play around with micros until you get the best feel for it. But on TradingView, you can kind of drag and drop everything. I'm not connected to a broker on TradingView at the moment. Elon sending today we have Google earnings actually, so they could push it even lower. If Google missed their earnings, then I'm definitely thinking we pushed lower. But into this open, this is our low. This is our target for today. I don't know if I want to sell here though. Don't know how I feel about that. Can you tell a beginner and experienced trader do and what beginner traders miss? To be honest, there's no right or wrong way to trade. Like everyone has their own journey. Everyone has like different process. So if someone says to you, you're trading the wrong way or whatever, tell them to shut up, you know, because everyone's going to have a different process and everything's going to be different on your journey. Some people might start making money early in the journey. Some might not make any money until 5 years in the journey. But when it clicks, you know, you kind of understand everything. It comes together. Within what up, how you guys doing? I'm hoping we can continue pushing on NQ. I don't know, I don't want to sell down here. London was pretty clean. Might do some London streams as well. But if you guys are short, then definitely we can cover to this low. Would want to see ES gain a lot of weakness. If ES becomes weak, then we're down. The thing about my trading is my model tells me to buy. So that's where I might not do anything for New York today. So I basically trade with my ranges. Whatever my ranges tell me, I'll trade. So yesterday, we basically had no trade. Actually, we had the long in London. Monday, we had nothing, right? So with my ranges on my approach, I know that it's going to deliver. So if I have one day that I don't have a trade, then I simply just don't do anything. Let me show you my stats. My trading stats for January, so you guys can actually see I make money from the markets unlike most of the people who talk about trading. So let me hopefully this pastes. All right, this was my calendar for January. Let me actually move this to the upside because we have like 20 minutes until the open. So you guys can see. Could you see this? Hopefully you can. All right, so this is my trading for January. Every single day I traded or whatever. So Monday, I made $58. Tuesday, the 6th of January, I lost $300. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I didn't trade for the rest of the week. Then Monday, again, second week, I made $42. Tuesday, I lost 1.7K. And then Wednesday, I lost 1.5K. And then Thursday, I made back basically a break even. I made 2K. So first 2 weeks of January, I lost money. So what does that say? Going into the third week, I made $800. I made 2.4K. I made another 2K and I made another 2K. So those 2 weeks I lost, I made it back on the fourth week. Last week of January, I made 4K and I made 1K. I didn't trade for a total of 5 days during the month. and I had 3 losing days. So this is the perspective a lot of you need to put in your trading. I made 11K. So this was the total P&L for January. I made this across 5 of my accounts. So 5 accounts, I made 55K. That was like the end P&L, but obviously I lost a bit of money. So the end P&L was around like 40K across all those accounts. So 11K roughly across all of them. And that's what I did for January. And of course, I'll share my February ones with you guys as well. But this is just to show what my ranges can do, what my model can do. Like everyone can live trade on YouTube and whatever. But for me, most of my trading is done on my own, helping you guys, educating you to become better, but also seeing my process, right? That's how my January went, and it was not too bad. Did I trade? Yeah, today I took short in London. My entry was a bit lower though. My entry was right here. This was clean. Very good trade. What is my bias? My bias is actually bearish for today. My model tells me to be a bull, but I think we have one more run to the downside. We get the final run, and then it could be done with this market. 25K. I think it could go even lower if what do you call it? Google missed their earnings. If Google missed their earnings, then this market's gonna absolutely tank. Will be interesting to see if that happens though. All right, I'll just leave this like around here. So if any of you wanted to see this, I will post a breakdown of it later. Transparency is rare. Yeah, it is pretty good. But I mean, to be honest, that stuff I'm teaching for free, it doesn't feel like that much source to me. It just feels like stuff that everyone should know, but no one knows about it, so they can't teach about it. If that makes sense. That calendar is from TradeZilla. TradeZilla with some of my accounts connected. After the open, market go up then down. I think so. I would like that. Or at the open, we just straight tank to the downside. What is it, by the way, if you know? Google earnings. Let me check. I'm pretty sure they are on market close. I'm not sure. It just says today, but I think it's a market close. TradeZilla, it's not free though. You have to like subscribe to the, I don't know, plan. It's good though. You can keep track of everything. It's like an electronic journal. My confirmation of my trades is basically this. So this range tells me where liquidity is within the market. I'm going to look at the candle which takes it out. So this up close candle is the one that takes out liquidity and closes above or within the liquidity pool. So it's sensitive to me. I want to see the market push higher. Once it closes back below this, this is a OB that I like to use. This is like my one of my entries. The other one is like using 50% of a wick to that, but that's one of my confirmations for a trade. Like right now, quite easily, we can see it's bearish, but I don't have a trade to get in on right now. You're predicted the market in the right direction before going in my direction. Damn, bro. I mean, that happens. Sometimes you're just gonna be right about the bias, but you're gonna be wrong about your entry and your stop placement. The one thing you can't do is just over leverage on that, because that's usually where you're going to lose money, because you're going to chase or FOMO in. But yeah, that's the only way you can really survive. Yes is holding a crazy S&T. Hopefully we just push low one more time. I don't see us holding this low. We should be able to get this low at a minimum. At the open, I think we drop. Like, I would want to see us drop. It'll probably drop to like midpoint, then push higher. Like, might drop this much, then push. That's what I think. I mainly trade NQ, yeah. Actually, I trade gold sometimes as well. I don't really like gold at the moment, but it's very clean with my range here. You could see, so this was, again, my entry or my confirmation. This is the up close candle that closed within the liquidity pool. If we close below it, this is my first initial entry. So either you take a stop out or you just get caught up in the consolidation, right? But that's the only two things. Let's see gold. I don't know. I don't have too much of a bias on gold. Like, it's actually a hard market to navigate through, especially if you're only trading the M5s. So we have the high and the low right here. I don't know. I would frame a bit of shorts if we took out the high. I can't frame much. I really can't do much with it. NQ, I can frame something though. I don't want to be selling down here though. So my model tells me to buy, but I think this low we get first. Price action like this is always a bit of a tricky one. Like, I mean, going back to my calendar, right? Certain days you're just going to lose. Certain days you might just not trade at all. You want to have a peace of mind. In your trading. You don't get a peace of mind trading NQ though. I mean, actually London's pretty clean. That's been a very good market. Even yesterday, New York, we absolutely tanked. Did any of you guys catch these shorts yesterday? Because these shorts were absolutely amazing on NQ. I didn't get a piece of them. I wish I did. But they were very beautiful to see. I think we dropped over like 650 points. But straight off the open though. Let's see, we've got 10 minutes until this open. How do we open up? And we do. Yeah, that low's in the horizon. We should be able to get it, but I don't know. Maybe into the open. The Russell. The Russell is trading more with the Dow, from what I can see, but it's kind of unsynced. Gun to my head, I would say the Russell takes out this high to short. Could be something to look into today. But I think it definitely runs that high at the open, then drops lower. If NQ is really weak, then this market should be pretty weak with it, depending on whatever side gets taken. I think we push higher than lower. That's what I would like. But NQ quite easily, we should rip on to the lows right here. A little bit of retracement. Retracement on what? What are you feeling the retracement on? Have I ever traded nickel? Oh, the nickel. That's like the, what do you call it? The Japanese market, isn't it? I haven't, but let's take a look at it. This and the German DAX, you can never go wrong with just buying this market. Like, statistically, it's always been bullish for, where is it? The 3 month. It's always strongly been bullish. So, I've never traded it. I don't think it has a CME contract as well. Nah, it won't do that well. No, I never traded it. But first glance looking at it, I probably wouldn't want to trade it as well. I don't know, I just don't like it too much. It does. I don't think I do too well with it though. I don't like it. Well, especially with my ranges, NQ is the only one that perform. NQ and gold usually perform the best. Bro, you've asked me 10 different questions. Let me answer one of them, then we can move on to the next one. So out of your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions, pick your favorite one. Then we can answer it. That's your question? How do you avoid revenge trading? You might come up with a new question. Bro, I'm not going to answer your questions now. You asked me about 6 different questions in the span of 5 minutes. What's my favorite color? My favorite color is blue, bro. He's low-key scalping questions. Like whatever came into his brain, he just typed it out. Why? What's your favorite color? I don't know. Most people who have blue as their favorite color usually turn out to be the best traders I've met. If price is below midnight. Yeah, but I don't really use midnight open. I only use 8:20 for New York. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't believe midnight has much of an importance to the market. But yeah, my bias, until one side of the range gets taken, that's where I can build my bias from, right? Right now, I have nothing. But 8:20 usually tells me what I'm looking for. So if you don't know about 8:20, this is a time back when the markets were not electronic. You had to like physically call up to put in orders and stuff like that. Was a time for the bond market to open. So let's see how sensitive we are from this open. Do you trade other strategies or just use? To be fair, my approach to the market's probably quite different to most people you watched. Even the way I define things or look at things is mostly different to every other educator I've seen. Everyone just trades what ICT gave them, and they just built on that. But my trading is built from a few different things, a few different understandings, like an OB right here, taken within a time-based liquidity pool. This, for me, is one of my entries. Like, we trade above it, close below. That's what I'm selling. But if you go in my Twitter, you can just go through my trade breakdowns. They all look the same. Like, all of those winning trades, they've all been the same. Oh, yeah, I mean, you can do that. But usually I'm just quite strict to my model. Like, whatever it tells me, I'll just do that. There's a sweep of your... Usually no, because I'm kind of still bearish. If we take out the low, then I'm looking for the high of the range to get taken to get there. Trade evades, bro, I can't log in again. Every time we do these streams, I can't log in. Did it break? My Twitter handle is the same as my handle on YouTube. All right, let's see how this out. This is a pretty big gap. I would expect this to get filled in. So either we take out the low, then we run higher. All right, I'm bearish to be bullish. That's my bias heading into today. By the way, I can't log into TradeAvate. Let me know if you guys can as well. I can't log in. Oh yeah, this is 820's opening price, so I can't remember who asked about 820. I think it was Knox Points or something like that. We drew out in time. You can see held it up pretty nicely, but this market should get that low we wanted. I can't believe it. I can't log in. TradeAvate's broken. No. Right. At least we got what we wanted. It's not too far away. It should blast through that low. But I can't log into TradeAway. I don't know what's going on. TradingView. I don't think. No, I don't trade on TradingView or TradeAway. Mainly use the app nowadays. I can't log in on the app. But yeah, if you took the shorts at the open, used 820, then damn. You got the low we were looking for. All right, there goes that low. Hopefully some of you guys caught it. I didn't. But let's see what happens now with taking this low. Might be able to get a long in, but I can't log into TradeAway right now. So we'll have to wait on the process. 81 open candle. It is a nice open candle. These are just higher time frame candles. These are just 1 hour candles. ES is the strongest. I do believe we can get back up higher though. I feel like the 930 open was a bit of a manipulation. I wouldn't log, bro. I can't log in. But if you got the shorts off the open, that's probably the best of the plays that we wanted. With Fid, I don't know where he is. Somewhere in Dubai. That current candle. It's a pretty insane candle, yeah. I want to see what this M5 does though. If we hold up 50% or not. Maybe push it back into the range. He hasn't taken it. Oh, this. Well, I was only targeting this low. 25 to 35. But I can definitely take it out. I think if ES gains a bit of weakness, then he'll push NQ to get to that low. Any trades? I took shorts in London. That's about it. But yeah, damn, TradeAway's still down for me. But my model says we are bullish. See if we can get the high at 25,417. I think Dow actually played out very, I mean, yeah, Dow played out very nicely, taking out the low to the high. Let's see if NQ gets the high. There's no way I could go in on this though, even if it gets to the high of the range. And he'll have to blow through 820s. Open right here. This looks like a mess on the M5. Been waiting for the close on this. Dow is just the cleanest with my ranges. Very clean to the tick. I think ES can run this high though. Actually, ES looks a bit better than NQ at the moment. So we'll have to see. And honestly, I probably would never long this. Like, as I said, if you were in the stream before, we're bearish to be bullish, but this just happened way too quick to even try. Like, I would never recommend chasing it here. It might just be a trade that we miss. Now you can see this is why I don't really like it too much. Even Dow, you know, there's really no entry. They just rocketed. Unless you purely just trust the model and like buy as soon as that happens. ES could be something worth watching though, if we close above. It looks a lot cleaner to me. Long it to these highs if we hold the SMT. But honestly, that long on NQ. Was way too quick. Just took ES. Yeah, as long as NQ gains a bit of strength, it should be able to push it. 600 ticks, nice. You get it to this low. The downside was pretty clean. Yeah, the Google earnings are definitely a market close, I feel. Yeah, that low is sus. That's why I think ES might be the better one to like try and long. Or for the upside if it holds the SMT. Nice. Yeah, one of those lows at the open as well. YM did. It's always the craziest one. But I'm hoping to see if ES can push it. Or even NQ. Let's see. So ES at this point, this down close candle, 50% we should hold up if we're bullish to go higher. I don't know if I like NQ though, because it's very weak. It's like the weakest of the three. So we can watch ES, see what it does. I took your model on the M1 to the high into very nice. That's all you need. But actually I can't still log into Tradeovate, so full port short in NQ. Get in on 5 minis and get to previous daily low. 5 minutes short to previous daily low, bro. I have my attentions on ES. Look, you want to see ES get this high. Maybe even higher, you know. It's like 6,965. Well, to see, this down close candle plays a key role though. If we hold up 50% or not. NQ. I don't like it too much. I'm watching ES. See if ES can get this 9 AM candle closed back within the 8. Get that push to the upside. Yeah, I only trade the 5 minute. I never look at the lower. Like the 5 minute for me, I'm on ES. If we control, if we can hold this SMT here, then we have this down close candle, hold 50%. That's my main process of looking for the upside. All right, ES is nearly. All right, there we go. Nearly got the high of my range. Let's see if it just finally pushes. Maybe even higher. NQ's 820 is open as well. So if it's really bullish to the high, it has to blow through that opening price. ES has nearly got the highs. Come on. The only issue with ES is I think it's NQ that's holding it back. It's kind of annoying. It's looking like very back and forward price action. Especially with the last minute. On ES, yeah, I would have liked it a bit more higher though. Like this down, as long as we hold 50% of it, I would still like it higher. But I think NQ is the one. Very sensitive 820 right now. And it's pretty choppy, this open, damn. Just have to see. NQ and ES are like the closest correlated. So ES has 500 stocks in it, NQ has 100, and then Dow has 30. So oftentimes you'll probably see Dow be like way bullish compared to NQ and ES, or it does the opposite thing. It's because the stocks within Dow are a lot less. So they're the main ones that are holding it up, pushing it. So ES is still holding the down close. If it's really bullish, we'd want to see it close above 50% of this wick right here, like 6955. But NQ is still pretty bearish, holding 820. It's a very slow open today. Silver's moving like gold. Damn, they're all moving today, actually. Let's see. I still can't get into TradeAway though. Are you guys logged in on Tradeovate? I don't think it's working. Very good price action. I don't know, it looks decent. Doesn't look the best to me. Maybe even on TradingView it's not working. I'm not sure why. But that down close candle on ES is still holding up, is doing crazy work right now. So we have two things. As long as this down close holds, push it higher, but damn, this has been awful. If we run above the high, then we have this final high. Monday low. Oh, don't do that to me. Alright, I just want to see ES get to here. That's all I want. Then it could get Monday's low. That's all I need, but I can't even log in to trade, so it's whatever. Okay, nice. All right, let's see if it closes above this wick, then it should get above the final high. Woo, there we go. Right, we got the highs, guys. So if it wants Monday's low, it can do that. But we're happy. We got what we needed, and now we can go on with our day. So the main process of here was the down close candle, right? Holds 50%, which takes liquidity, closes back above it. We target the range high. Very wicky though, not the best at price action. But that's why we chose ES over NQ, because we had the bullish SMT. Even if we push higher, it's like a better play for us. Hopefully some of you guys caught it, but I can log into Tradeovate still, so it's kind of sad. I think NQ can be able to get it too. It's just stuck within a range. Let's see, this is my final high. Oh, I didn't see some of you guys' questions, sorry. Tradeovate doesn't work. It's not working right now. How do you handle your psychology? To be honest, like as I showed you before, where's my calendar? Like, look, I had like 3 losing days. My first 2 weeks of the year were actually red. I actually lost money. So during this period, all I had to do was just trust my process and my system, just knowing that it's going to come out on top over time. All I need is like 3 good trades and I'm back in the green, you know? So I basically just put my full trust in the system and my model. It also helps being able to like watch the markets that many times over and over again. Like I've been doing this for 6 years, every day, you know, just looking at the same chart. So basically the red candles represent when we were bearish, like there was just orders of sellers, and the green ones showed the sellers getting absorbed, you can say. But you can see this gray shaded box is my range. Once we close above this, delivery shifts, 50% should hold up, and then we just target the low. So now I don't care what this market can do. It can trade to this low, it can sell off, doesn't matter. But it has the SMT, so it might just push NQ lower, and NQ can get this low down there. That's like the what I notice is you're very calm. Yeah, I mean, with my trading, it's very I just have a process I follow. If that all happens, lines up, then I'm in a trade. I would have been on this ES trade, but I don't know why trade of 8 did not work at all. So here, right, NQ, I don't know, people want to short whatever, but my model tells me to buy, so I can't short ES, I could only buy it. So my model played out, I just trusted the system. On ES, we were just positioning at 50% of the down close, right? It's the most important down close. Holds 50%, should be bullish. Missing Finn. Dude, Finn's... I don't know where he is. What is the indicator you're using? I don't sell indicators. I know like a lot of trading influencers, and I'll say trading influencers, they sell indicators and stuff like that. I don't sell indicators or anything. I just have these personally built for myself to trade my model and my ranges, but I'm sure you'll probably be able to find some free ones that you can trade with and whatever. I mean, NQ short since London. No, my model said that I was bullish on NQ, right? So the bullish plays were better on ES. So ES gave me the bullish play. I'm done with that. So if NQ wants to run to previous daily low, if it wants to run to 0, then it can do that as well. You know, I don't really mind. But it's kind of sloppy price action though, right off this open. Yeah, I think there's a free indicator called high time frame candles. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's built on that. You can play around with the settings. It's kind of good. But there's plenty of free ones you can use. I'm stuck in ES. Dude, Tradeovate's still down. I can't even log in. But I'm certain if you took a trade today, the prop firm will be able to compensate it, because it's not your fault it went down. So you couldn't control that. But yeah, guys, that was really it for me on this whole this is horrible wicks. So if you trade my ranges, then you have exits, right? All you need really is 50 points on the indices. Make your 50 points and just get out. You don't want to be stuck within a chop like this. The model tells us to long, tells us to take profit here. Take profit, then get out. That's basically it. But holy, this is horrible. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually kind of crazy. Tradeovate's working now. Yeah, I know, but my move already happened, so I can't do anything with it, which is unfortunate. Your greed doesn't allow you to. I mean, you got to look at it from two sides. Is your greed positively impacting your trading? If it is, then you might sort of continue at it. But if it's not, then you got to change something up. All right, NQ's moving. It's nearly there to previous daily low. Just needs a final squeeze, I'm guessing. Horrible delivery though. Oh my. Look at this M1. ES could potentially have been worse. No, I kind of want to see the indices be bearish. Like if you joined in on the outlook, I'm bearish on the indices to this low. 24,888, even lower. I say we just send it all the way to these lows. Like even today we were bearish on NQ to the lows. ES was the only one with my model that gave a bullish setup, you know, running the low, down close candle holding 50%, and then the run higher. ES is a lot more lower to go though. So this thing could sink quite easily with NQ. So that's the current bias I hold with these guys longer term. So I'll stay around until the news, 2 minutes, see what it does. See what kind of play you get. I'm looking monthly sweep come. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for NQ below 19K. That's how far I'm going. All right, there we go. It's tanked below the low. Finally got it. The way this market's setting up, I mean, Google should miss their earnings, and then we should be able to drop off to the final lows as we spoke about in the outlook. Very nice. Let's see if they tank it even more. Honestly, ES should just follow with NQ. This is a low from Tuesday. I think ES should be able to get it by the end of today. It's holding this SMT. See if it holds it up. If it's enough to tank us. Into stocks, definitely. I mean, with the US indices, I'm not giving any financial advice, but you'll never rarely lose money if you're investing for like 5 to 10 years. Obviously, I'm not a professional financial advisor, but I've not done too bad doing that. I'll just speak from my personal experience. You know, I held Apple from since the GuardianTV actually started. You know, we bought Apple from 200s, got rid of Apple at 260s. So stocks like Apple, I don't really bet against. I'm not betting against Tesla as well, especially with SpaceX. And then QQQ, I'm not betting against either. So that was the news. I mean, as long as NQ stays bearish, ES should be able to get the lows. So that's all I had for you guys this stream. Hopefully you gained something from it. Basically the play we were looking for, we got it on ES. Very nice, held the SMT, and then we had the drop off. Very weak. I mean, I think ES will play catch up, drop to this low. That's all I have for you. But as these moves happened, trade of 8 was down, everything was down. So if you did have like a losing trade or whatever during the platforms were down, hopefully you can get that back. I'm certain you should be able to, because the loss was not your fault. So yeah, today's word, we're just gonna have to do, I'm trying to not give you a large word for today. All right, today's word is Google, because we have Google earnings. So GOOGLE. No, ES are dropping to the low. Or we're getting to the low. All right, one winner I got was Howard Prop Firm. Next one I have is Knox Points. I'm sure I butchered that name, but hopefully I got you guys' names right. So you won the giveaway. You can see it in the bottom left. You are the winners. Holy, ES is tanking. Oh, we should clear this low, but that's straight off 10 a.m. So yeah, hopefully you guys gained something from this stream. Matt's live today at 11 a.m. I'll be back live with Finn on Friday. So the winners, your name should be on the screen right now. So yeah, hopefully you gained something from this, and we'll be back live on Friday. Have a good rest of your day, guys.